In this video, we'll be talking about NoSQL databases. So we'll be covering what is NoSQL, some of the NoSQL databases, CAP theorem, and difference between RDBMS and NoSQL. So what is NoSQL? NoSQL means not SQL or non-SQL. So SQL means structured query language. NoSQL means it is not a structured query language. So it refers to databases that do not use traditional tables and relations like SQL databases do. Instead, they use different types of data models that are flexible, can handle large volumes of data. These are the types of NoSQL databases, that is document-oriented databases, key value, wide column stores, graph database, multi-database model. Document-oriented databases, these store data in form of documents, that is in JSON format. Each document has field value pairs and can include arrays or nested objects. Great for semi-structured data such as user profiles, product catalogs. Very flexible, every document can have a different structure. This is how a document-oriented database looks like. Next one is key value database. So these stores everything as key value pairs. So key is a unique ID and value can be any kind of data or the details of the key. So it is very fast for simple lookups and session management. Think of it like a Jane dictionary or hash maps. So this is how a key value database looks like. Next one is wide column stores. So these store data in form of tables, but each row can have different columns. It is very flexible, and unlike SQL, columns are dynamic and can vary per rows. Good for handling large amount of data sets and analytics. So that is the difference between a SQL table and a wide column store. So in SQL table, it is a fixed schema, and in NoSQL, that is a wide column store, it is a flexible schema. So columns can vary. So next one is graph database. So this stores data in the form of graph, that is nodes and edges. Nodes are entities and edges are relationships. So it is used when relationships matters like social networks, fraud detection, and recommendation systems. You can easily model and query complex collections. So this is how a graph database looks like. Last one is multi-model databases. This can handle multiple data types, that is document plus graph plus a key value together within the same database engine. So it gives flexibility to developers to use the best model for each task. Next topic is CAP theorem. So CAP theorem is basically consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. So CAP theorem states that in a distributed system, it is impossible to provide consistency, availability, and partition tolerance simultaneously. A system can only guarantee any two of these properties at the same time. Consistency is that every user sees the same data no matter which server they are connected to. Availability is that even if there is a network failure, the system will always give a response. The system will always be available for the user. Partition tolerance is that the system continues to work even if communication breaks between the server. So now if there is a system failure, only any two of these three properties can be used. That is consistency plus availability, consistency plus partition tolerance, or availability plus partition tolerance. For example, Ria has 10,000 rupees in her account. She tries to withdraw 5,000 in Bangalore, and at the same time her mom tries to withdraw 5,000 in Chennai. So now let's see how the two properties works. First one is consistency and availability. So in consistency, both Bangalore and Chennai always sees the same balance. When Ria's mom withdraws 5,000 rupees, the account instantly updates everywhere. So availability is that both users get a response immediately without any waiting time. The system is always on as long as the network is fine. So since we are using consistency and availability here, partition tolerance will not be there. So if the network between Bangalore and Chennai fails, the system stops working and you might see service unavailable until the connection is restored. Next one is consistency plus partition tolerance. So here in consistency, the balance is always correct and the system makes sure that data is accurate before confirming the transactions. And in partition tolerance, even if the network between Bangalore and Chennai fails, the system still protects the data. It waits until the server reconnects before updating both sides. Now, since we're using consistency and partition tolerance, the availability will not be there. So one of them, either Ria or her mom, might get please try again later response. The system is not always available during network failure. Next one is availability plus partition tolerance. So here the system will always work. That is, both Ria and her mom can withdraw money even if there is a network issue, no downtime, and the app never crashes. And in partition tolerance, even if Bangalore and Chennai servers are disconnected, both can still operate locally. System syncs data later when the network is back. So since we are using availability plus partition tolerance, the consistency will not be there. That is, temporarily both may withdraw 5,000 rupees each. So total 10,000 withdrawn, the balance will not be accurate. So the correct balance will appear later after the data is synced. These are some differences between RDBMS and NoSQL databases. So RDBMS is relational database management system and NoSQL is not only SQL. So the data model is that in RDBMS it uses data table-based structure, and in NoSQL it is either key value, document, column or graph model. In RDBMS it is fixed schema. In NoSQL it is dynamic or schemaless. And scalability in RDBMS is vertical scaling, that is, it adds more RAM or storage space. And NoSQL databases, it is horizontal scaling, that is, each server that it adds each server with different storage spaces. And query language, RDBMS uses structured query language, and NoSQL uses various query language that depends on the database it chooses. And transaction is that RDBMS uses ACID properties, whereas NoSQL uses base model. Thank you.